What's up, glowing goddesses? My name is Alicia. This is the Divine Feminist by Turning Tides Tarot. I hope you all are having an awesome day. I didn't think I was going to have time for a reading this weekend, but I do. And I thought, let's do something a little bit different, a little bit fun. I have this tea leaf oracle deck, and it is huge. So I often shuffle it in like sections. So I thought today I'm starting the day with a number in my head. And I am going to make some piles, and you are going to test your intuition to see if you are picking up the number that I'm thinking of. Okay, there's 4 piles here. Anyway, I already know which one I'm going to shuffle. So take this moment, tune in. I'll think of the number in my head, and you pop it in the comments and let me know. Okay, let me know. I'm going to tune in. You know what? I'll bring the sound bowl for this. Let's see if you're picking up what I'm putting down. Just for funsies. Here we go. Okay, did everybody lock in their number? And if you were wondering, 1, 2, 3, 4, I decided I was thinking of the number 3 the whole time. So our messages today are in number 3. And if you clocked that, if you clocked it, then these messages may be definitely for you. Maybe definitely. Let's see what comes out. I don't know if that was fun for you. It was fun for me. I hope y'all got the number right. Okay, we have casket. Oh, okay. Someone's going out of your life or the end of a situation. Awesome. Listen, we were reading on that just in our last reading. Either, just you're over it. You're over something. You are ready for people to leave your life. It's been a really difficult situation with one particular person, perhaps. And yeah, it's over. It's done. That's what it's feeling like. Okay. So that might be coming up today. What else do we have? Tankard, celebration, fun, enjoyment. You know what I just heard? I just heard divorce party. So I don't know if y'all have participated in one of those or been to one or had one yourself. Let me know in the comments. Now, I feel like also if it's not specifically someone or your divorce party or something like that, there is a celebration. There's a feeling of, oh my gosh, okay, I'm letting go of the old, the heavy stuff, all the things that, it's been a really difficult go at it, okay? And I'm ready to celebrate. I'm out having fun. I'm enjoying my life, enjoying my friendships. We did also pick up on that energy for the weekend, putting yourself out there, that kind of a thing. So having fun, enjoyment. And then it says flag, do not be tempted to lower your standards. Ooh, listen. Because y'all have been through some things here, you've really raised your standards. Everyone here, the Glow Up Gang, we are all out here enforcing our boundaries, knowing our worth, knowing what it is we want and what we don't want. So just in case all of you're out here having fun and you're enjoying yourself and you're celebrating, and maybe, I don't know, maybe it says tankard. I don't know if you're getting tanked. I don't know. No judgments over here. All I'm saying is watch out. Watch out. Be careful. Don't get tempted to lower your standards, friends, okay? Don't get tempted. So that's a little message coming through. What else do we have? Ram, a stubborn, aggressive person. Oh, shit. Ew. Ew. I don't like this. Okay. Some of you may be encountering somebody who will not take no for an answer. Gross. Gross. That's a flag. That's a red flag. It's a big old red flag. Do not lower your standards if somebody cannot take no for an answer, especially if you're out, like say you're out with some friends or whatever, your social situation. Hopefully it's not at a funeral, but it could be, out celebrating with friends. But yeah, I mean, there's somebody that you might run into or you're attracting, whether or not you want to deal with this person. Somebody might be stubbornly trying to get your attention or get you to, lower your standards. You are not going to do that. Okay. You're not going to do that. This is a warning. We have kite vacation. It might make you feel like, oh, damn, I need a vacation. You might even say, go fly a kite. That's an old timey saying, but we have firecracker excitement. Listen, you're out here just trying to have fun, right? And look at this. It says dogs, right? And it says getting together with friends. So there's some kind of get together that's going to happen or just happened. You can let me know in the comments. And you're going to encounter somebody who is honestly, I'm going to say embarrassing themselves because they cannot take no for an answer. You are like, you could be going on vacation. This could happen while you're on vacation. If you're away for the weekend, something like that. It's a very exciting time. And it's like somebody's coming through to like, I don't know. I just feel like it's an outsider. Like, have you ever been out with like, okay, this is glowing goddesses. I'm a woman. I've had this experience. Have you ever been out with your girls, right? You just want to have fun. You just want to dance. You just want to catch up. You want to socialize. You're just out with the girls, right? And then there's some dude that comes along and he's trying to insert himself into the party and he just won't fucking go away. It doesn't take no for an answer. This is the kind of thing, okay? This is the kind of thing. Now, it doesn't have to be that scenario. But it's like, dude, back off, get out of like, you know, and it's, again, it's embarrassing for them. It's embarrassing for this person. So just kind of watch out. It could also be the person that you are trying to, I don't know why I just heard escape from. Oh God. Oh, that's going into territory I don't really want to live in right now. It's somebody that you don't want around. Okay. So just don't be tempted to, you know, play it small or acquiesce or keep the peace. Don't do that. No way. You don't need to lower your standards. You don't need to keep this person around. Tell them to go fly a kite. You're on vacation. You're having fun. You're out with your girlies. You know what I mean? Whatever the case. It's going to be annoying. Okay. That's all it's going to be annoying. So, that set aside, that was a specific message that wanted to come through from pile 3. Now, I'm not doing pick a card because I don't know why I decided to just state that. I don't like to do pick a card readings. It's so incredibly exhausting to me. It's like 3 readings in one, and it's like I'd rather just do 3 readings. You know what I'm saying? So if you like the intuitive game, that's fun, okay? That's fun. We can do more of that. Let me know, okay? Anyways, let's get into it. Let's get into it. Ugh. Okay, what is the vibe here, please? What is the vibe? What is our glowing goddesses? What do our glowing goddesses need to know? Besides to watch out. There, everything is fine. Everything is fine. This is the Ten of Swords. In the modern Witch Tarot, which is what I'm using, this is the bonus card, and it looks just like the Ten of Swords, and it's like this is somebody pretending everything is fine. So you might get somebody who is just really stubborn, really refuses to get a clue, doesn't pick up on, you know, social cues and things like that. You might have to spell it out. Like, look, don't come in here talking to me like everything's fine. It is not fine. It is over. I don't want to talk to you. I want you to take your shit and go away. Like it's kind of giving like you're going to have to enforce your boundaries, and you're going to have to enforce that standard. Like I'm over it. I don't want anything to do with you. We picked up again on this in yesterday's reading where it was like, you might run into somebody at the grocery store or something who wants to like reopen a can of worms that you seem to be like totally done with. You know what I mean? Page of Cups. I do feel like this person, whether it be, and I really want to make this clear, it's not just the scenario of you out with your girlies or whatever and somebody just won't go away. It's somebody who is persistently not taking no for an answer. They're wanting explanations. They're wanting you to give to them. Somebody wants to maybe even repair with you. Again, Mercury retrograde energy for the next couple of weeks here. So this is somebody who is going to be like nagging or begging almost. And they're going to try to brush it off like nothing happened. Like there was no betrayal. There were no stabs in the back. Like everything's fine when it wasn't. Okay. So this person's going to try to just kind of show up back into your life and, you know, be sweet perhaps and try to like rain on your parade. You know what I mean? Like you don't want them around, and it's okay to tell them that. Yeah. The moon. Okay. The moon. Justice. Okay. I need a little bit on the moon here. Oh, yeah. Ooh, for some of you, there it is, 2 of Cups. And we have 7 of Wands and the High Priestess. Look, I also have the 9 of Swords under the deck, so I'm just going to pop this down. Listen, and the 3 of Swords. Okay. The Page of Wands, and this is all making sense, and the 9 of Cups and the Empress. Listen, and Strength. This whole story is just going off from under the deck. I will just talk about it in a nutshell because I don't know if I have enough room here. Listen, this person is going to come back around, okay? They're stubborn as hell. They're not taking no for an answer. They're going to try to be sweet, flirty, fun. They're going to come and try to rain on your parade. Thing is you have already dealt with all of the emotions that have come up. Like, you've already processed the painful, difficult ending, the pain that this person inflicted into your world. You've already done this work. The moon can be like shadow work, right? But this is a light being shone in the darkness. So this person who wants to come back in and pretend like everything's fine could be somebody you were connected to in your love life. And I want to say it was past energy, okay? They've already done the damage. You've already decided, I'm putting down my boundaries. I'm standing on my truth, and you're in defense mode, okay? Now, you are currently, with Justice, the High Priestess, experiencing like this glow up energy where you could probably see this coming from a mile away. You have a feeling that this person's going to try to make a move to come to try to, I don't want to say repair, but restore their access to you. Okay. I'm not getting repair energy. I'm getting somebody who comes in who's just assuming that they can pick up where they left off or pretend nothing happened. All right. So I'm not getting accountability coming from this individual. I'm just getting somebody who wants access to your world again, and they are a stubborn, aggressive person. You don't want to continue a relationship, whether it is a close friendship, a family member, or like it's a close soul tie, right? So those relationships can look different for everyone. Now, with Justice, you are already reaping the positive rewards for what it is that you've had to go through, what it is that came up for you to deal with in processing all of the junk and ick that came along with the heartache that this person caused in your world. Now, they seem to be returning. Okay, they seem to be returning. This is Pisces energy. The Mercury retrograde is in Pisces. We're in Pisces season. To see the moon come up in a tarot reading, it's likely going to be our stalker card for a little while. It's just what happens when we are in that season now. Sometimes the moon for me is dark night of the soul type of energy. I don't believe that this person has had that, but this incident where you are having to really assert and I'm saying dominance because I'm hearing it, dominance over the situation, and you are putting your foot down and you are laying the boundary down and you aren't budging. This will likely trigger a dark night of the soul for this person, but it is what it is. Okay. They need to do the work because this person is very, how do I say it? What's the word? Entitled. They feel entitled to you and entitled to your energy. Now, again, you're clocking this all. You know this is happening with the High Priestess, okay? And if this isn't making sense to you, if this is not your message, then we'll try again tomorrow, okay? Because I know this is feeling a little bit specific. This person has been thinking about you for a long time. They are worried that you are never going to speak to them again. Maybe some of you are in the 9 of Swords, a little bit of anxiety. What if I run into this person? I have to say you are going to be fine. You are going to maintain your strength here. We have Strength and the Empress. Okay, so we'll get there. This person is really worried about what it is that you think of them now. And it's almost like they know better. I feel like this person knows better than to try to talk to you, try to reach out to you. But again, there's this sense of ego and entitlement that I'm picking up with this person, with that stubborn, aggressive behavior, with this Ram energy. Could be an Aries, could be a Taurus person, doesn't have to be. I'm just, the Ram, right? And so I guess Ram, Bull, whatever. But anyways, what I'm seeing here is this stubbornness of not listening to the words that you say. And it's almost like when you tell this person no thank you, or you don't speak to them and they keep trying, they're kind of pushing you to this, I want to say, breaking point where you finally just, I don't know if you're going to snap at them or if you're just going to say it very plainly. Basically, whatever it is that they're so worried about that you're going to have to say to them, you are going to say. It's almost like they're forcing this situation to happen, and they're getting their worst nightmare out of it. I don't know if this person is like a masochist. They like to inflict pain on themselves. But they already know the answer to this. And the fact that they're coming through trying so hard to get your attention, to gain access to you in a very stubborn way. And even though you keep saying no, frig off, maybe you've blocked them, maybe you just won't talk to them, you're ignoring them. They feel like they can wear you down. And that's where this don't lower your standards, that red flag. Don't be tempted to lower your standards, because this person has zero respect for anyone. Let's be so for real. Like, if they can't respect your no, then they don't have respect for them. They don't have respect for you. Okay. So, as much as it is what it is. Okay. They're going to try to talk to you. They see that you're fine on your own. You don't need them anymore. You're on your glow up energy. You have everything that you need and more. And you're out here. Like I said, I'm getting this situation where you're out with your girlies or whatever, like having a good time, and they're trying to impose themselves onto, I don't know if they're trying to like wreck your night or something. No, it feels like they don't want to wreck your night. They want to be involved. They want to pretend like they never have betrayed you, like they belong there, like they should be having a seat at your table, when they absolutely do not. Okay. We have you as the Empress coming up again. It's the Divine Feminist channel. And we also have Strength. You may be surprising yourself with your response to this individual, because maybe a year ago, or maybe, I don't know, 6 months ago or 4 weeks, I don't know when, at some point in time, you maybe would never have guessed that you would respond to this person's comeback in this type of way. So you have overcome so many challenges, and you have learned so flippin' much. Like, I'm so proud of you. I really am, because with Strength here, I know that you may have been stuck in a pattern with this person. Maybe there was some codependence. Maybe there was some kind of attachment wound that was triggered between the two of you. And maybe there was a lot of this in and out, back and forth cycle. You are shutting this person down once and for all, and they are not going to like the answer that they get when they step to you. I'm going to say it. And like I said, this is going to trigger them into their dark night of the soul. But again, let's be so for real. This should have happened a long time ago for this person. But it is you finally putting your foot down and saying, not only not today, Satan, but like not ever. You know what I mean? Like, you are really telling this person where to go. And I feel like it's not like dramatic. It's not rude. It's like very plainly, unless they continue to push your buttons. And if you do, like, if they do, which they might, try to continue to push, you might react or respond a certain way. Like, I don't know, it's giving like, if you call me again, I'm going to contact the police. Like, you know what I mean? It's giving like that. And it's not that this person's necessarily, like, for our collective, dangerous in the type of way where they would physically harm you. But they're you don't want anything to do with them. Okay. And they just aren't taking no for an answer. So you've got the upper hand here. That's all I have to say. And you might be tested. This person might come through and test you. So not to be like negative or anything. I feel like you are going to go back to having fun with whatever it is that you're doing. We have Sun at the bottom of that little chunk of the deck. And so it says happiness and well-being. You're protecting your peace. You're protecting your happiness. You'll go on with your day, go on with your evening, go on with your divorce party. I mean, you know what it feels like? It feels like you're having a divorce party, and then your ex shows up and wants to have some cake with you. And it's like, are you so for real right now? Like, what are you even doing here? Go away. This is my party for divorcing you. Like, you know what I mean? You cannot come to this party. And that's what it feels like. So an uninvited guest. Actually, I just uninvited. Hang on a second. I just heard that song Uninvited by Alanis Morissette. And I'm pretty sure that was like a secret track on her Jagged Little Pill album from the 90s. Hold on. Oh, yeah. I just paused the reading and looked up the lyrics. Um, yeah, you should check out this song if you've never heard it before. I'll try to remember to post the lyrics and the video in the comments. But yeah, you're uninvited. That's what it is. This song, it feels like this song is a vibe for this reading, for this circumstance. Let me know in the comments if you know the song I'm talking about, or if you're new and you want to check it out. It's definitely worth a listen. Okay. Anyways, I'm going to end it at that. You are going to be just fine. You might surprise yourself. Because again, I feel like this is somebody that you never truly imagined, like the past version of you never truly imagined sending away. Okay. And so that's what it is. But anyway, I'm hoping that you all have a fun weekend regardless of this unfortunate blip. But you will go back to, this is for your own highest and greatest good that you're doing this. So congratulations. Enjoy your divorce party. You deserve it. Have fun. And I will see you in the next reading. Love you.